This is BJ with DonYil Livingston from California. The man is 2-0, preparing for his next fight. Cousin to Andre Ward. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm good. You here with my my counterparts, Breadman and Train. Y'all still there, guys?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up?
How you doing, boss?
Hey, how you doing? I heard of DonYil Livingston before. Let me see how good my record is, my mind is. Didn't you fight Jean Pascal in some kind of box-off back in the day?
Yeah, I fought Jean Pascal over in Canada in the amateurs.
Yes, I remember that. And you fought Andre Durrell.
I fought Durrell in the USA men's. I lost on points to him 13-6.
Yes, I remember DonYil Livingston. How you doing? My name is Stephen Breadman Networks.
How you feeling, man? Like,
hey, I remember you, my man. This guy could fight. You're a little bit old, though, right? Not old, but, like, I thought you would be turning pro a lot early. You're about 26, if I'm not mistaken, right, DonYil?
Exactly, 26 on the money.
Oh, man, I got a good history, man. I remember him. He could fight. Are you getting signed with Gary Shaw now?
No, I recently signed a promotional contract with
Boxing 360.
up and coming Boxing 360 out of they're based out of New York. They're up and coming. Under Mario. It's gonna be a good connection.
Okay. I heard some people talking about you recently, but I remember you from back in the day, DonYil. This guy's a pretty good fighter, BJ. He pretty.
No, I talked to him before.
Yeah, he can fight a little bit. What took you so long to turn pro, DonYil? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, after the 04 Olympic trials, I'm very supported by my family, and in 04 after the Olympic at the Western trials, I lost a controversial decision. I was still in school, I was still young, and my parents, they told me at the time, they were like, hey, stick around, give away the shot. I stuck around for a couple years. And I started to lose my love for the amateurs, not for boxing in general, but just for the amateurs, because all the guys that I came up with, the Bertos, the Durrells, my cousin Ward, so they had already turned pro, so it wasn't the same going to the nationals, being with at that time what I consider, a whole new group. So I started to lose the love for it, and I'm a strong believer that in this sport that, of boxing, if you don't give it 110%, you could absolutely be hurt. So I stepped away from the game for a while until I made up my mind, when I come back, I'm going to go pro and I'm going to go 110%. And that's what I did.
Okay. What weight are you fighting in, DonYil? 160 or 158?
Middleweight, 160.
Okay. That's what's up. I remember him. What you laughing at, V? I can't help it if I remember everybody, man.
No, you got a good memory. I talked to him a while ago.
Real good memory. A lot of people, because I never even spoke on the fight with me and Pascal or me and Dre. A lot of people don't know about that. That was a good memory, man.
Oh, man, I can't help it, dog. I got a photographic memory when it comes to fighters and different fights and stuff like that. As soon as I can hear a name, your name stuck out to me because you spell it kind of weird. It's like DonYil or YIL or something. Not saying your name is weird. I don't mean no disrespect, right. But it's not spelled normally like that. So it always stuck in my mind whenever I saw your name. I was like wondering, like, damn, how come this dude never turned pro or nothing? But now you gave me the reason.
Yeah, but we back on track. Like I said, we just signed a promotional contract, and we're fighting at middleweight right now. But I believe we're gonna settle into light middle, and and go ahead and shake up that division. When we start really campaigning.
DonYil, you think you can make 154, man? You's a big guy, man.
Man, you know what? It's not going to be easy, but in the same token, it's not going to be hard. I struggled. It's funny because my whole amateur career, from the day I started boxing at 10 years old, I struggled making weight. However, now that I'm pro, I'm making middleweight easy. You know, my last couple years in the amateurs, I fought as light heavyweight and struggled to make light heavyweight.
I was about to say you was fighting there, so I don't know how the heck you gonna make one. You probably got to cut off one of your arms, man, to make 154.
I'm walking around now. I'm walking around. This fight Saturday is at 160. I'm walking around eating good, not dieting. I'm eating clean. I'm walking around at 63. You know, so
okay.
we feel good. We don't have a conditioning and fitness coach, you know, where we have to worry about diet and stuff like that. So I believe the more fights we have, the further we get up in the rankings, that we'll bring them in, and I believe that's going to be superb to making this weight.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, let me jump in. Okay, we have a guest on the X question. Guest 6X, what fighters did you look up to while you was growing up?
You know, I believe in the true art of boxing. You know, so my teams wasn't really the big punchers, but just the guys that swim without getting wet. You know, the Roy Jones, the Ali, the Sugar Rays. You know, my team was punching in bunches. The ones you don't see is the ones that hurt you. So those were always my, you know, the ones I looked up to, because that was the style that I knew I was going to have to implement in order to be successful.
Okay. I got my own personal question for you. Knowing that I talked to you before, it seems like it took you a long time in between fights to get fights. How has that process been for you, and how has you stayed motivated to stay in this game?
Well, you know, the process was hard. You know, boxing is more or less a business now versus a sport, unfortunately. And you really can't do it on your own. You know, I tried to go out and do it on my own for a little while. You know, calling various promoters, you know, various matchmakers, and it was hard. You know, it was hard. You know, people look at my amateur background and, you know, they say, hey, you know, we're not fighting this guy, or how much you want to give us to fight this guy. You know, it's not about, okay, I'm a fighter, I'm going to get in the ring and fight this guy. So, you know, it was hard. I'm surrounded by a group of good people, you know, that kept me motivated. You know, my colleagues at work, you know, my family. And there was a lot of times where, like you said, it's frustrating. I drive an hour and a half one way to the gym, you know, Monday through Friday. You know, so to make that trip and then say, okay, what are we training for? What do we have lined up? And don't have nothing to look forward to, you know, it was getting frustrating. But like I said, you know, I'm surrounded by a group of good people, a lot of people that believe in me, a lot of people that want to see me successful, you know, and you surround yourself by good people, you get that good vibe, you know, it's only motivation.
Okay. One of the guests want to know also, did you ever get in a fight with your cousin, Andre Ward? And if you did, who won?
You know, me and Dre, we never fought. We had made a vow to one another when we were like 11 years old. It was like, you know, we ever had to fight each other, we're going to get $1 million apiece. It's going to be, you know, life-saving money. We have sparred, you know, various times, you know, Close Teddy, my Uncle Verge, have a spar, you know, an isolated gym or something like that where we just work on various themes. You know, I was able to learn a lot from Dre. You know, different technique. You know, Dre is a hard worker. So being that it's blood, you're always going to have that competitive edge. You know, you want to be better and things of that nature. So we was able to learn a lot from one another, and it was all beneficial in the long run.
Okay. Are you trained by Virgil Hunter?
No, I'm currently being trained by a guy named Eric Brown out of Wild Card Boxing Gym, second by my father, you know, and it's been a great combination. My trainer, Eric Brown, his style of training complements my style of fighting. So, you know, it was like a perfect puzzle that just, you know, matched up with each other.
Okay.
The other guy's not on here. So what are you expecting to do this weekend, DonYil?
Well, it's going to be our first 6-round fight, after a 5-month layoff. A lot of people question, hey, are you ready to go 6th round? It's no headgear, of course. It's the pros. However, I look at it, we go 6, 8, 10 rounds in the gym. We put in the hard work in the gym. I've been fighting 4-round fights since I was 16 years old in amateurs, 4 2-minute rounds. So I believe it's time to step up. And the guy that we're fighting, he don't have an impressive record. However, he's a fighter. He come to fight. It's not going to be an easy fight, but it's going to be a fight that we need in order to get to where we need to get, especially jumping into the 6th round. Okay.
Is that more so the fact that are they trying to push you a little faster because you're a little older coming in?
No, not necessarily. Myself, my father, and my team, we sat down and we analyzed our career, from the amateurs to where we at now. Using the amateurs as a stepping stone, then we took time off. We took a couple years off, and a lot of people say, hey, you lost a lot of time. In a way, I can't agree, but then in a way, I have to disagree because in that time that I took off, my body was resting. I didn't have to worry about taking no punches. I didn't have to worry about, hitting the gym hard like I'll be getting ready for a fight. However, mentally, I was still in the fight game, watching fights, working on technique. So, I believe we're in a perfect stage. We're a young 26-year-old fighter. And I don't believe it's no pressure. I don't believe it's no rush. I believe that, as long as we keep everything on one accord, we all have the same outcome, and it's going to be success.
So you fighting this Saturday, DonYil?
Yes, I fight April 2nd in New York at I believe the venue is called the Aviator.
Okay, that's my birthday. I was thinking about coming up there this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. You'll be, man, come enjoy that show. It's definitely going to be a show.
Who's your opponent? What's his name?
A gentleman by the name of Greg Hackett.
Greg Hackett. I know Greg Hackett.
Yeah, out of Philly.
Yeah, I know Greg Hackett. We live in Philly. I know Greg Hackett very well.
Yeah, that's what
they call him Hot Shot is his nickname.
Yeah.
He gonna be all in your face, DonYil. He gonna talk a bunch of shit to you, man.
That's great, because
yeah, I know Greg. Greg's you know what? You absolutely right. You must have did your homework because he takes a lot of fights on short notice, and his record is not that good. But Greg don't have a bad skill set.
Absolutely not. He's from my understanding, from what I noticed is, he's a short boxer. Like you say, he probably takes fights on short notice, but he's not one of them guys that's coming off the street. You can tell he's staying in the gym and he's coming to fight.
Yeah.
And,
you know what the problem is? He don't fight. 160 is too much weight for him, and he one of those dudes that kind of like spar to get in shape. I know you know those kind of guys. They get in shape by sparring.
Yeah.
But
I was looking
you're
at
a lot bigger than he is.
About 47.
Huh?
He should be about 47, 54.
Oh, easily. You're a lot bigger man than he is, but he's not a bad fighter. That's a good pick for you. That's a good test, and that's a good pick. You should definitely win the fight. But he gonna do a lot of little cute stuff to you.
That's good. I love
a lot of little East Coast Philly stuff, man. You're gonna get a lot of shoulder, a lot of different stuff.
Gotta love Philly fighters. You know what I mean?
Yep. Greg's like once a week.
Yeah, he just fought last week against Judah. That's what I'm like. He just got done.
Yeah.
Oh man.